Ranganathan, is the fight now only about whether or not the Delhi Sarkar can function out of Tihar jail, cell number 2?
नाविका, good evening and good evening to my fellow panelists. बीजेपी का स्लोगन है अब की बार 400 पार, कांग्रेस का स्लोगन है अब की बार 40 पार, आपका स्लोगन है अब की बार तिहार सरकार. But it will be much easier to run the government from there क्योंकि आधा कैबिनेट तो तिहार में है. No, but Navika, there is good news and bad news. First, the bad news first. You have a lot to learn, Navika, I have to say this. And I'm not being squeamish about this. आप कुछ सीखो. Yeah, that look of vulnerability, embarrassment, not being able to meet the eyes. You can never be the chief minister, Navika. You can never be the chief minister. And on this note, I want to welcome our next chief minister, Mrs. Kejriwal, because she deserves it. If Arvind Kejriwal deserved to be the chief minister, then Mrs. Kejriwal certainly does. And you need to learn a lot how to behave yourself to become the next chief minister.
मुझे नहीं बनना है. Just putting it on record. मुझे नहीं बनना है. Thank you very much. Carry on.
फ्यूचर किसने देखा है नाविका?
बधाई हो
ना, मुझे नहीं बनना है. मैं जहां हूं वहीं ठीक हूं. टेबल के इस पार
आप ही बनिएगा.
टेबल के इस पार.
एक्साइज मिनिस्टर इज आनंद भाई.
जमुना के उस पार जो हो रहा है वहां मुझे जाना नहीं.
No, but Navika, to be serious, I want to ask 4 questions to Abbas bhai. He is given a very reasoned rebuttal. And these are very simple questions that the AAP has been raising for the last 4 months. Number one, they've been saying that all this vendetta against Kejriwal has been the doing of BJP. Abbas bhai, number one, is it not a fact that every step of the way, the courts have not just kept an eye, they have kept an eagle eye. So yes, while you are right, and I, much before you, years before you said that BJP is using the ED Enforcement Directorate and all other agencies at its beck and call, like the Congress was. Absolutely. It still is caged parrot, except that the shoulder has changed. The fact of the matter is that out here, even though the BJP might be using the ED selectively, yes, I agree with that. But over and above that, it is the courts who are sending Kejriwal and all other ministers to jail and denying them. Number two, when you say that it is being unfair that people, AAP ministers have been put in jail, I want to ask you, has the matter of bail application not gone to the highest of courts, and have the Supreme Court, High Courts and all the other courts not denied bail to Sisodia, to Jain, to all the other people, to Sanjay, and now to Kejriwal? So when you attack the BJP, in effect what you're doing is you are trying to, but you don't have the words to attack the judiciary. If you want to attack the judiciary, say so. Number 3, and this is most important, Navika, just 30 seconds. For Abbas and others to say that draconian provisions of ED are being used to actually sequester and imprison Kejriwal, I want to say this unequivocally, that each and every so-called draconian provision of the ED that is being used has been vetted, stamped and approved by the Supreme Court, 3-judge bench 2 years ago. So the admission of guilt
and the law, and you forget, and the law was passed by the Congress government in the past. The PMLA law.
There's no denying that. Navika, that is why. No, Abbas bhai, please, just 10 seconds. Just 10 seconds. That is why, Navika, I purposely stayed away from political parties and politicians and parliament. I specifically, all the 3 examples I have taken concern the judiciary. That is why, because they can blame the parties. But I want Abbas bhai to now clearly blame, if he dares, the judiciary. Blame it.
Abbas bhai.
My friend Anand has asked me this question. 20 seconds I'll answer you. Anand, my friend, this is the reason why you're a very fair, honest scientist, author and a panelist, my friend, because you called out the BJP and you called out the Congress too. You've said that both these parties have used CBI according to their will and wish. Now let me come to the point. I'm glad you mentioned that. You also said it's the courts who decide. CBI ED might be a government agency. Sir, my dear friend Anand, if the courts who have decided, then sir, I roll it back to you. Please show me the conviction order of the Delhi High Court or the Supreme High Court. BJP calls Arvind Kejriwal a criminal. Why is he a criminal? Where is the conviction order from the High Courts? It's absolutely unfair.
My friend,